A central premise of the woke movement in America is that there's systematic racial inequity between, say, white Americans and black Americans. Well, there are differences in results, but why don't we take a look at what actually drives some of those results? A fact that not a lot of people are aware of is that as recently as in the 1960s, 70% or so of black children were born into two-parent households. Today, it's 70% in the other direction. That actually leads to far worse economic outcomes amongst black Americans today than was the case even in 1960 at the time of the Civil Rights Revolution. You want to know what happened? Lyndon Johnson's Great Society policies failed black Americans badly. What they said is, you know what? We're going to create incentives to get a parent out of the household because you can get more money as a single mother from the government than you would, say, from your husband. Well, you create economic incentives. What happens? You get what you pay for. That's a big part of what happened in black communities across America. Then they implement these policies of affirmative action in America, which teach black kids, black people of every age, that, you know what, you don't have what it takes to be able to succeed on your own. So we, the government, are going to force these quota systems to supposedly help black Americans. What does that do? It destroys self-confidence itself. It's a new form of psychological slavery in America, where what do you have in the old form of slavery? You have a government that actually, you have government actors that say you have to work here, we're going to provide for you, and that's how we keep you in shackles. You know what? Joe Biden will say they're going to keep you in chains. Actually, look at the facts. It was Lyndon Johnson's Great Society that actually kept a lot of black Americans still effectively shackled by the modern form of slavery by saying the government has to be here for you, creates incentives that stop you from being self-reliant, and then apply the psychological shackles of slavery to teach the next generation of Americans that you're not good enough to hack it on your own in schools or in the workforce. That's the real form of slavery that we need to fight today. And you know what? It's coming, and it's perpetrated by the very people who supposedly say they want to help black Americans while in fact hurting black Americans across the country. We need to open our eyes and wake up to that fact.